James Scott will be leading the way with Corey Shepherd alongside him out of second. Adam Briggs and Tom Freer off the second row. Jordan Ross and Brian Borg starting 5th and 6th. Andrew Dyson and Brett Loxton in 7th and 8th. Daniel Misdale in 9th with Damien Johnston alongside him out of 10th. Christian Smart and Matty Mascord will be starting 10th and 11th. Now as we move back, we've got Kyle Stokes and Aaron Dodd alongside Jamie Dyke, Bailey Frid, Neil Pearson, Reece Keane, David Kidman with Stephen Varga in the 20th position. Jacob Knight, probably not a great qualifying for him. They're starting at 21st with Rob Bowden, and just behind them, Thomas Hinz, Sebastian Flock at a 24th. And as we work our way down a little further, we've got Craig Anspach, Aaron Gilbert, Kenneth Ladder, Logan Barnett, Marty Hanson, and Grant Keynes in 30th. Rob Harris, a long way down in 31st position with Luke Holland alongside him. Matthew Bowler with Darren McKenzie, Cameron Veacock, Hayden Harrison in the 36th position. And to round out the back of the grid, Tyson McAvoy, Henry King, Jaden Borg, Jamie Dangerous, Greg Sharp, Jamie Stovald, and Tony Gaffer.
Okay, we're going to get some lights here on the grid. It's 5 lights and away we go. Let's get this one underway. 150 kilometres here at the AOSC Phillip Island race. We've got
their way down into turn 1. James Scott able to retain that lead. We've got some 2 and 3 wide action from the pack going through, and one guy just dragging the wheel a little on the off there. Lots of cars in the wall. Who was that? Marty Hanson out in the weeds off turn 2 there. I don't think he took anyone alongside him, but falling well down the back of the field. That's a loss of 14 positions. Everyone now fires their way up towards Honda hairpin. James Scott's held on, got a 3/10 margin over Corey Shepherd. Adam Briggs had a great jump, 7/10 behind. As we keep an eye on the rest of the field, Loxton has gained a position now over Damien Johnson, and the rest of the field are working their way through. So relatively good start for everyone concerned. Unfortunate for Marty Hanson, he has fallen right at the back of the field following that jump.
Fortunate for Hanson. Cole Stokes moved up 3 spots. I did see Matty Mascor with a bit of 2 wide action through turn 1 there, but it looks like as they all crest is that Jordan Ross in the background there with a bit of side-by-side action through MG and on their way out of that one. Turn 12 as they're all tipping into the final corner. James Scott still leads this race from Corey Shepherd, Adam Briggs, Tom Frere, Brian Borg, Andrew Dyson, Brett Loxton, Damien Johnston, Christian Smart and Cole Stokes is your top 10 at the moment.
The train has settled down a couple of issues further back in the field. Just following Cameron Veacock and Jaden Borg getting involved with an issue just at the back of turn 12 there. So these guys having to now work their way back through. But out front, everything looking pretty good. Brett Loxton, as we said, up a spot into 7th. Jordan Ross working his way through. He's lost 7th early on, so a bit of an awkward start there for Jordan as he falls well down the field. He's got Daniel Misdale just ahead. Matty Mascord right behind. He's going to have to be cautious here as the field compresses down into Honda. There's a move just behind there as well with Aaron Dodd getting up under Matty Mascord as well to see whether he's able to hold that position as they work through Siberia, and does so. Fired off hard into the wall. Check out this from the run down into 1. So it was an inside line through turn 1. Some cars checking up early on the way in. And as he gets over, actually gets some contact from one of the Frog Elite cars that fires him off hard into the wall, and a lot of damage on that car for him. He has been able to recover and gain a couple of spots since, but that was a hard hit into the walls there, Matt.
Position 20.
Drop further back into the field is big fight here. Rob Bowden with a moment as he goes off at Siberia. That's going to drop him 5 or 6 positions as he tries to get back into line there. That was just a little bit of a hip and shoulder with those guys working their way through. And a move here for David Kidman trying to hold off Jacob Knight down into 1. And Knight with a bit of damage on the car and another hip and shoulder.
That's him. Oh, nice save there from David Kimmond as he comes back into the circuit. You'll want to be watching that one. That might not make our AJ Insurance impact of the round. But
definitely the brown pants moment. They had a little bit of issue from one EXG car, then sliding right back in front of another one.
Oh, he's
Who's
tagged
that
the back
going?
end of the Jinx shifters. Oh,
Rob Bowden.
there's a
Involved
whole
in that
lot
one.
of this going on in that one. As we see Thomas Hins making it down the. So Thomas Hins is licking some Samps and sending it, and he's finding some positions further up the road here. He's made up 9 spots in this opening stanza of this race.
To Kimlin with a move, as there's some side to side between Jordan Ross and Daniel Misdale.
Oh,
Both those cars off.
what are these boys doing tonight? They're just playing dodgem cars. Tom Frere heading this bunch, followed by Brian Borg and Andrew Dyson preceding car. These guys are battling for position 4. You can see that gap has just extended from Adam Briggs to Tom Frere just a bit. Brian Borg obviously not satisfied sitting in behind. He wants positions and he wants championship points. Brian Borg defending from Tom Frere, who's got Andrew Dyson taking a dive into Honda. There's Brett Loxton in the back. He's going to have a look at it too. Tom Frere's gone from 4th down to 7th in a matter of corners, and it's going to keep falling.
Here's a move down into turn 1. We'll see whether he's able to do it. Just thinks better or it pulls back. Have another run. Probably down into Honda.
Borg would have had a better sector last lap because he was tucked up behind Frere for the first bit of that corner into turn 1. Dyson really getting on the back bumper of Brian Borg. He can read the racecraft sign. He can read the 017. He won't care. He'll want the position and he'll want it now. As he's going to brake and dive, and that is a position gain. Andrew Dyson, lock of the front right for Brian Borg. Get the crisscross and get back on the gas here as you want to get out of the corner. Brian Borg is not going to want it. He's going to want to close the door for Brett Loxton behind there. Oh, McAvoy's off the circuit. Sorry, get Dan McAvoy's off the circuit there as he was following the absolute zero downforce the car ahead. I thought we discussed having rear wings at Monza last week. Guys, you should be paying attention.
Let's have a look back here at Misdale. We'll see the incident for him down into MG. A little bit of a slide on entry, and then just loop back end around.
Oh,
Contact with
and Mascot, great avoidance until that happens.
He gets hit by a pinball going through the middle there as they work through turn 11. That's not a good run for him.
Brett James Scott now at the front of this race, and he is extending his margin over Corey Shepherd. Not by much though. There's still a second between them, and they're still making steady gains. But you look at that gap from Adam Briggs to Andrew Dyson, and it is huge on circuit now. These guys in those further positions, as Tom Free is actually moved further back there. Oh, we're getting a safety car. The pit lane as it lights up. Corey in, they were further caught late, but they are straight in the lane, straight towards getting serviced in this race. You just look at it's just a roll call.
He'd be mad not to come in here, and that one almost could have ended badly for our leading three. If they had been a little further along, they would have missed that jump. And
waiting for the safety car to depart the field.
while we'll do that, we'll quickly recap the field. So James Scott from Corey Shepherd, Adam Briggs, Andrew Dyson, Brian Borg up in the 5th, Brett Loxton behind him with Damien Johnston, Tom Freer, Kyle Stokes, and Christian Smart rounding out the top 10. And keep an eye, because the run into the couple of hairpins is going to be very tricky for these guys to get through, along with how they utilise the draft as the pace car now pulls into the lane. James Scott will have control of the field again.
Now, am I right? Does he go up the apex, or does he go before? James Scott has control of this field as we lead away. There's a grid there, and here they come around the corner. He's just blitzed him a little bit. Corey Shepherd, there's a little bit of a gap there to James Scott, but he's making his intentions clear. All the drivers are sticking to the right-hand side of the road as they're trying to defend the inside of turn 1 at Doohan. They seem to make it around there. Oh, single files, a little bit of too wide in the mid-pack there. but all the leading cars seem to be making it around, as it looks like Jordan Ross trying to make up more positions there. It's not been his night, but hopefully he'll be charging next time out, as James Scott has just blitzed the field. He's put a solid jump on Corey there.
David Kidman here working his way out of turn 2. It's a good run early on. Not sure what happened here. Actually well off wide in the dirt. Fires it across the nose. A little bit of airborne action. Using all the suspension in that car. Unfortunately, he didn't pick up Synergy, the DPR car that was right in behind him there as he touched across the nose. This is the second phase of the incident we saw down into the hairpin here. We look at Henry King here and just missing the brake markers on the way through and taking a couple of cars out as a result. Another lock up there from one of the Coda cars. I think that might have been Greg Sharp.
Brett Loxton on the outside. Kyle Stokes to the inside. Aaron Dodd, my apologies, is getting caught in the middle like a pinball.
Checking out the replay now as we head back to the Neil Pearson incident, Dan.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a look at this one, because that car is down in the pit lane already. It was a run down in towards the hairpin here. I'm not quite picking it up, but yeah, it looks like that one for Neil Pearson, his night is.
And now we see Brett Loxton, who's been a little bit of the wars there. You can see some deliveries starting to miss on the driver's side. He's had a bit of a coming together there with some people earlier on. Tom Frere just behind him in the 707, and look for him to move forward too, because he's been quite racy across 3 rounds. And here we go, puts the nose in with a big dive. They come down, stays up on the ripple strip there. Loxton gives him plenty of room though. Tom Frere will get the move done here. Looks like he's going to get a nice run out. Now it's going to be whether Jordan Ross can go with him as well. No, Loxton holds onto it, gets on the left-hand side of the road there. A little bit of a nudge there from Tom Frere. Tries to push him out of the way, Dan.
So he's giving the love taps there, just saying, come on mate, get through. Myself and the team cars behind all want to work their way through, and there's 3 Synergy cars here stacked up ready to unleash themselves from the back of Loxton as they get up over the top of Lukey Heights down and towards MG. It's good defensive driving here for Loxton. He's just positioning that car exactly where he needs to. Frere has a big moment on the exit.
And so Jordan Ross, Tom Frere, Christian Smart, that is 9 to 11, all Synergy Sim Racing. In front of them, Xavier racing Brett Loxton, and then you got 2 Synergy cars in front again. So stuck in a sandwich.
Absolutely, and he's going to have to be cautious here because Jordan Ross gets a nice run down on the exit of the Honda hairpin there. Thinks about trying to crisscross down through the inside here. Not going to make it easy for him. Loxton's just positioning that car beautifully on the exit to try and hold him off, but another opportunity down in towards the run up over Lukey Heights. To see what they're able to do here. Ross just setting up the run.
It's going to be one down to MG. He's going to make a move here. Pulls on the inside, under brakes. This one's a hard one for Ross. Doesn't want to make any contact. We've seen quite a few drive-through penalties already, and cannot make that move stick. You know what it is? It's because he's got a short beard. He needs to grow that out. Then he'll definitely get that move done. That's what it is. We're sticking with the beards this season, boys.
The beard, the confidence of the beard. Yes.
That's what it is. It's, the more beard you have, the more confidence you have. I like that. Brett Loxton, though, does it again, holds him out. He's been under attack the whole way. He takes the racing line and gives Jordan Ross a bit of move. He gets his splitter just in front, and he will go into the first corner here, the right-hander, the long sweeping right-hander. Loxton doesn't give up, though. We've seen him come back from this on the inside. Jordan Ross still in front around the outside. Oh, there's contact there. We can't tell. He's had so many scrapes down that side of the car already, but a little bit of contact there, and that'll be one for race officials to look at, and we'll just see who's going to go through. Tom Frere and Christian Smart now get the move done as well. They're going to stick together and push him to the outside before Jordan Ross he gets back.
How is the teamwork to get Ross back into it?
And tagged.
Makes a meal of that one. That was teamwork to try and keep Jordan Ross up in the fight there.
He's going to have to make a move shortly because he's getting held up now by Brett Loxton. We know Tom Frere is much faster than him when he's got a flying clean air lap. As here we go, puts a move on, comes in on the inside, under brakes. Loxton never gives up, does he? Not once have I seen him give up.
Not at all. He's just given enough room there to allow the 2 cars to get through, which is all you need to do. And then he's positioning the car nicely on the exit for all the traction and drive that he needs. This is a good opportunity though for Free as he tries to crisscross down underside rear, kisses the back of the bumper up past the hay shed. See what he's able to do up over the top of Lukey Heights. Just eases off, sets himself up for a run, picks up that throttle. I think just a fraction too far off the back here. And this will be another opportunity. If he can get the run out of here and set up down the draft down the front straight, he is every chance of getting this move completed.
Well, I reckon Brett Loxton must have a Jinx shifter on board and his sim set up, because that's the advantage. That's what I'm saying. The Jinx shifter just getting through the gears out a little bit quicker. Good to see our sponsors being on board. And look, here we go down the straight. The draft is on. Freya's going to make a move. Just pulls to the inside now. We head down to turn number 1. Here we go, doing corner. Can he stick it? Loxton's not afraid to go around the outside on this one. We've seen to a 4. A little bit of a wiggle there. Unfortunately, drops back but stays in the inside line. Now something happens for Tom Freya. He has to drop back in. Pulls in behind the big southern loop. He's going to have one more crack, I reckon, going down to Stoner Corner. If he can just draft him all the way in there, he can have another look through Honda, put the nose in. Very dangerous corner, though, under brakes if you get it wrong. Drive-through penalty now, causing a collision for car number 5. So that's a Bailey Free now. We'll have to do a drive-through penalty from Pursuit Sim Racing. It looks like, here we go, Freya now gets the move done on the inside. Gets it up in front. Does he hold it there? Loxton will not be up on the pillar. No, he puts the nose back in, holds his line. Very aggressive driving, I like it. Side by side, though, not pushing each other out of the way too much, giving each other a bit of racing room. Freya now gets a good run. No! Oh, no, I reckon Loxton was already sideways a little bit there, so Freya now looks like he's going to go through.
Yeah, that was shades of Reynolds and SVG from years ago.
So it looked like Loxton's rear was right out sideways while Tom Freya's nose was way out of that situation.
And Tom Freya looks like he is well and truly in front of Loxton, but do not count him out. He's the comeback kid in this round. He wants that position number 8, and he's right back. Now a dive down the inside, and Freya locks it up under brake sideways, and Loxton puts his nose back in front. But Freya's got the good run on the inside. Still can't find that traction, though. That car is loose in the rear. Tyres are definitely worn on that one, as it is lap 33 or 34. We're going to come around and complete this lap now. And this will be our final lap here of race number 178. It is round 4 at Phillip. Oh, no, it's all happening at the back. Jordan Ross is back. He's back now alongside Loxton. Loxton will get the inside. Will they go 3 wide on this one? You think he's going to risk it with the teammate again? He gives in to Loxton, lets him have it there, but not many tyres left on the back of these cars. They're looking for any type of drive that they can get out of these corners. We head around this long southern loop now. Back under the wing there for Loxton, right behind Tom Freya. I was expecting Tom Freya might pull away a little bit here, but he just doesn't seem to have the drive. Now he's opened up a little bit of a gap, and Jordan Ross is going to put his nose in too here. Honda corner, it's tricky, gets it in. Loxton still holds it around the outside, gives him some racing room, but Loxton now will be on the inside here. Here you go, your race leader, James Scott. Just needs to hold on. We have seen him make errors in the final few corners before, already in this season. It has happened. Corey Shepherd is a little bit behind, just over 3 seconds. As we come down, this one's very tricky. The tyres now getting worn. But you've got the muscle memory. You've done so many laps around here. The car's slowly getting a little bit looser. Just sliding around ever so slightly, but you're used to it now. Here, the long left-hander as we head onto the main straight. It looks like he is going to finish this one in the number 1 position as he salutes the people in pit lane. And it is James Scott who will take the win here, round number 4 of the AOSC 10. Race number 178, all thanks to Jinx Shifters. Then it goes back to Corey Shepherd. Adam Briggs will come on the podium in 3rd. Then Andrew Dyson in 4th. Brian Borg gets another 5th position. Damien Johnston in 6th, up 4 positions from his start. Kyle Stokes in 7th. Tom Freya in 8. Jordan Ross 9. And then goes Brett Loxton in 10. So just going over our results. It is James Scott in the Logitech G Autos Esports who takes the win here at round number 4, thanks to Jinx Shifters. Then it goes Corey Shepherd in 2nd. Adam Briggs gets on the podium in 3rd. Andrew Dyson just misses out in 4th. Brian Borg in 5th. Damien Johnson in 6th. Kyle Stokes 7th. Tom Freya ends up 8th with Jordan Ross right behind in 9, the teammates. Brett Loxton has to give up that 8th position and go to 10th in the final stages of the race. Stephen Varga in 11, Aaron Dodd in 12, Jamie Dyke 13, Matty Mascord in 14, Reese Keane 15, Jamie Stovall makes his way back up to 16 after having a night of qualifying he won't want to remember. Jacob Knight in 17, and Rob Harris makes it in the top 20 there in position number 18. Then we go back to 19, Tyson McAvoy. position number 20 than it was for David Kimmond. Then Rob Bowden is our 21st. Darren McKenzie in 22. Sebastian Flock in 23. Bailey Frid 24. Christian Smart 25. Greg Sharp 26. Aaron Gilbert in 27, Luke Holland 28, Matthew Bowler in 29, Cameron Veacock back in 30, Jaden Borg in 31, Hayden Harrison in 32, Tony Gaffer in 33, Kenneth Latta 34, Logan Barnett 35, Grant Caines in 36, Jamie Davis 37, Marty Hanson 38, Craig Anspatch in 39, Daniel Misdale in 40, Neil Pearson 41, Thomas Hines back in 42, Henry King in 43.